Hi, my name is Jenny and welcome to my channel, JK Star 8 Reader. Today I'm doing a Friday Reads. I'm telling you about the books I've read, the books I am currently reading, and ones I want to get to this Friday and into the next week. So let's get to them. The first book I have to show you, it is A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan. I started this book a couple of weeks ago and have finally gotten to the very end. I'm glad I read this book. It's a challenging and interesting read. It's a roller coaster ride of a book as it follows Benny and Sasha as they make their way through the music industry. And sometimes there are many highs and there are many lows. And in this industry, there are predators as well as vulnerable people. And sometimes the predators are also vulnerable and mortal, as shown to be vulnerable and mortal as well. And so this book shows the highs and lows of the music industry, including the riches and fame that people often yearn for as part of the industry. And there is also the lows, which includes people falling to the wayside, being pushed out of the industry because it is competitive and uncertain, with uncertain futures, as sometimes it is enough to create art and other times is necessary to make a life and career as well. And sometimes it takes people places they are not expecting to be, but so I found this book to be an important and fascinating read. I guess a bit of a documentary of the life of a part of American life that is important to examine, as the music and entertainment industry has become such an important part of American life. So yeah. The next book I have to show you, it is The Birthday Girl by Melissa De La Cruz. So this is part of the Asianreadathon I'm taking part in, that is hosted by Woods Cindy. And so this fulfills two prompts. One is a book by an Asian author, and the second prompt is a book about an older character. And so I have enjoyed reading this book so far. I am almost halfway through through this novel, and I look forward to reading the rest. This book follows Ellie, who is turning 40 years old. She is throwing herself a birthday party to celebrate her corporate success as well as her family life, which seems to be the most perfect, with the best husband possible. And so yeah, so I am interested in reading the rest of the book to see how I find it. The next book I have to show you, it is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. And so this can also be part of the Asianreadathon, and it is a book by an Iranian American author. And so Shatter Me is a book, is the first in a YA dystopian fantasy novel, and it follows Juliet, whose touch appears to be lethal. She's been in jail for more than 200 days, and after those 200 days, the reestablishment has decided to recruit her to be part of their political machinations. So that is all I know about the book, and I look forward to reading this book and going on with the rest of the series. I know this series was popular on BookTube a few years back, but I am only now getting around to it. I started reading it a couple of months back. I read about 50 pages, and now it is time to return to it. the next book I have to show you, it is also part of the Asianreadathon, and this book is by Fred Wall, who's been part of the literary scene in Canada for many years. And so this is a 10th anniversary edition of this book called Diamond Grill. And it is about a family of Chinese immigrants who have settled in a small town and have started a business of their own. The business is a coffee shop or a restaurant. And so this is a story that touches my life, as I have had family members who have owned or established restaurants and diners in small town Canada. And so I look forward to reading this book about the early immigrants from China to Canada as they establish new lives for themselves on the Canadian in the Canadian countryside. And finally, I have one more book to show you, and this book is the new book by Lisa Moore, and the book title is This Is How We Love. So this is new release this week, and it is by Canadian author Lisa Moore, who is from Newfoundland. I have taken upon myself to read as many books by Newfoundland and Atlantic Canada authors, and so this is a book by an author that I've known about for many years, ever since I found an arc of her books at a little free library. And so I started reading her early novel Alligator a few months back, and so finally this new book is out, and it is a book that is on my most anticipated reads of the year. So I look forward to reading this book and finding out more about the story, I guess. So I guess what it says in the inside flap, it says, as the snowstorm of a century rages toward Newfoundland, 21-year-old Xavier is beaten and stabbed in a vicious attack. His mother, Jules, must fight her way through the shuttered streets of St. John's to reach the hospital, where Xavier lies unconscious. When a video of the attack surfaces, Jules struggles to make sense of what she sees in the footage and of what she can't quite make out. So yeah, this will be a family drama that looks at Xavier, young Xavier, as well as the many people in his family. And so I look forward to reading this book and finally getting a sense of this author that is Lisa Moore, as I only read a few chapters of the book Alligators, so I want to read this book and I guess get a better sense of this author. So that is it for me for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again some other time. Bye!